I've been thinking about the concept of the devil or the concept of the demon as an externalization of our fears. So humans need explanations for things they cannot really conceptualize or things they cannot really understand. And their fears can best be explained through some sort of external object. And an external object can be anything, basically, or an object can be anything. It does not necessarily need to be an external object. It can be an internal object, some kind of object of projection. So, although it is internal, we are still externalizing our fears. So the object may be, for example, an entity that we construct and which becomes then the object of our projections. It can also be an external object. It can be a physical object, and it can also be a person. There are many different forms that people externalize their fears. But in the case of the devil or the demon we construct, or people construct, an internal entity, an internal object, which becomes the center of their attention when it comes to conceptualizing negative aspects in their life. So if fear is intense and people cannot attribute a specific cause to that emotion, then they look for explanations. So this is not because they are genuinely interested in cause and effect, or, for example, the relationships between different factors in life, but it is rather because this is an inbuilt human function that reduces fear. So it is a defense mechanism, basically. And in this context, we are in the realm of social psychology. Even more than social psychology, but this is when we talk about attributing fears to an object or an external situation. For example, we are in the realm of social psychology, more specifically attribution theory. So it is, in a sense, it is basic psychology that people construct, that people attribute positive consequences to their own qualities. But quite often they also fail to accept negative outcome as a product of their own behavior. And this would include their own mindset or their own understanding of existence. And the object of projection, I just call it that way, or the object of people's perceptions, the object they have constructed that helps them through the difficult times, allows them to free themselves from their fears. So it's the perfect solution for them. The reason why they engage in that type of mind pattern is because of their felt limitation or their experience of limitation in their life. It may also be because of some kind of lack of understanding or their unwillingness to grow, the fear of the unknown, or the fear of their own imperfections. So people feel a bit more powerful through that belief or faith that leads them to accept the externalization of the aspects of existence or reality that have been defined in a certain way by specific authorities. The demons or the angelic beings or the gods on the other hand, need no definition of that kind, as this is nothing more than a human attempt to explain what they can't explain, or what they are incapable of explaining. The problem of that externalization is, and this is the important point, the problem of the externalization process is not the fact that people don't understand, it is not their lack of understanding, but it is the ignorance towards that reality that exists not in the form that has been preached. And the factor that is very unfortunate is the intention, or let's say the mindset, that drives this motor of denial.